Thanos, the Mad Titan, wielder of the Infinity Gauntlet, the being who wiped out half of all life in the universe with a single, horrifying snap of his fingers. We all see him as the ultimate villain, but Thanos didn't see himself that way. No, in his own mind, he was the savior. He was trying to solve the oldest economic problem in existence, scarcity. Too many mouths to feed, not enough resources to go around. His solution was simple, elegant, and unbelievably brutal. Eliminate 50% of the consumers, and suddenly, there's paradise for the survivors. On paper, it sounds almost logical, doesn't it? But in reality, it is the single stupidest economic theory ever conceived. Thanos had the power of a god, but he had the economic understanding of a 17th century farmer. Today, we are going to prove why the snap didn't save the universe, it doomed it to an immediate, catastrophic economic collapse. Let's start with his core belief, what we call the Malthusian Trap. Thanos is basically a disciple of Thomas Malthus, an economist from way back in 1798. Malthus argued that population grows exponentially, while food production only grows linearly. Therefore, mass starvation is inevitable unless you curb the population. Thanos looked at the universe and saw the exact same thing, a finite pie and way too many people trying to eat a slice. But here's the giant, universe-sized thing that both Malthus and Thanos completely missed: human ingenuity. We didn't all starve in the 1800s. Why? Because we invented industrial farming. We invented fertilizers. We invented GMOs. We learned how to make the pie bigger, not just fight over the existing crumbs. Thanos has a scarcity mindset. He believes resources are fixed and forever limited. He completely ignores the innovation mindset, the fact that technology allows us to constantly do more with less. With the reality stone alone, Thanos could have literally doubled the universe's resources. He could have created infinite clean energy with the Power Stone. He could have terraformed countless barren planets with the space and time stones. But he didn't. He chose lazy subtraction instead of exponential innovation. He's not a visionary. He's just a being with a god complex and a tragic lack of imagination. Okay, but let's humor him. Let's assume his terrible theory was right for a second. Let's look at the immediate aftermath of the snap. Thanos thinks that if you remove half the people, the remaining half get double the stuff. Wrong. The economy is not a static pile of stuff. It is a complex, deeply interconnected web of labor, production, and logistics. Imagine the moment of the snap. Right here on Earth, half of all truck drivers vanish instantly. Half of all pilots disappear mid-flight. Half of all doctors turn to dust mid-surgery. Half of all power plant operators are gone. What happens next? The global supply chain doesn't just slow down, it collapses. Food rots in warehouses because there are no drivers to deliver it. Power grids fail, plunging cities into darkness. Hospitals become chaotic scenes of death because their staff just vanished. You don't get paradise. You get instant global chaos. The survivors aren't enjoying abundance. They rave fighting over the last can of beans in a world where production has ground to a complete halt. Thanos didn't fix poverty. He single-handedly created the greatest, most devastating depression in cosmic history. And now for the final, ultimate irony. Even if the snap somehow worked perfectly, and society magically stabilized, it's a temporary fix. That's it. Populations bounce back. It's just what life does. On Earth, it took us roughly 40 years, from 1960 to 2000, to double our population from 3 billion to 6 billion. So what was Thanos' long-term plan? Was he just going to show up every 50 years to snap his fingers again? Like some kind of cosmic lawnmower trimming the universal population? It's a temporary solution for a structural problem, which means it solves absolutely nothing in the long run. So, here's the conclusion. Thanos is a terrifying villain, but he is an absolutely embarrassing economist. He had infinite power at his fingertips, the ability to reshape reality itself, and the best idea, he could come up with was mass genocide based on a debunked 200-year-old economic theory. Real economic progress doesn't come from deleting people. People aren't just consumers. They are also producers, inventors, and problem solvers. The solution to scarcity isn't less land. It's more innovation. Thanos was wrong. You don't save the universe by shrinking it. You save it by growing it. Class dismissed. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe for more.